Namaste. Welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is an ancient form of guided meditation, often called yogic sleep or deep, easy relaxation. It's a state of consciousness between waking and sleeping, where the body and mind return to a state of balance, where healing occurs. In this peaceful state of restful being, we can be rejuvenated and awakened to our deepest nature of who we truly are. Pure, spacious, peaceful awareness. Anyone can do this practice and is very beneficial for most of us who struggle to let go. Can help with insomnia, chronic pain, anxiety, depression, and much more. You can do this practice sitting in a comfy chair, lying on your bed, sofa, or on the floor on a yoga mat, with a blanket over you and one folded blanket under your head. Bolster or pillow under your knees to help your back. Legs and arms can be apart. With that said, take a few moments and feel free to pause the video and settle yourself into your comfortable position. The essence of this practice is one of welcoming and surrender. The main experience that Yoga Nidra has to offer any of us is how to rest and to relearn how to be. If you find the instructions here take you away from that simple experience of resting and being, please tune out my voice and enjoy doing nothing. As we begin this journey together, take a few more moments to get even more comfortable, which will allow you to remain still, warm, and at ease for the duration of the practice. Once you're settled, I invite you to close your eyes. Explore the sensation of your body in contact with the surface below. The feeling of your body breathing itself. Notice your feelings and the feeling of the atmosphere in the room. Any thoughts or images passing by. Smell, taste. Listening to sounds. Take a moment to listen outwardly to the sounds around you. Or the quietness that surrounds you. Listening without judgment. Open to sounds just as they are. Notice how there is an openness of perception too, that all these experiences are coming and going within a presence that is still and quiet, that is aware, open, and receptive. Turn your attention towards this openness for a few moments. Now feel back into the body. The back of the body. Front of the body. Left side. Right side. Feel how the surfaces touch back, how the air touches your skin. Now follow that feeling out into the surrounds. Feel out into the day. Rest here now. Feel the spaciousness of being. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just surrendering into being. This experience of simply being is innocent, open, welcoming. Spacious and free. Take a few moments to be held by the day, dissolving into being. Now turn attention back to the sense of self here. Sensations of the body, breathing, feelings, thoughts. Touching back into the body whilst this simple, limitless feeling of being continues. Notice how the body appears within this spaciousness. Not separate from it. Several times at your own pace, feel inwardly, then outwardly. How would it be to feel both the body and the sense of space surrounding for a short while? Notice how this sense of spaciousness is undisturbed by the content within it. That being is always open and welcoming, without condition. Feel that in your experience. Feel this being. Know now that you can return to this simple experience of being at any time during the practice, and especially if you feel overwhelmed or confused. Any personal struggle and sorrows can be held within this larger experience of spacious openness. Know that we are all longing to be held and touched by this experience of spacious, loving awareness. As you remain here, held by this spacious awareness, take some moments to reflect on what is nourishing you right now in your life. Start simply. a smile from a stranger, having enough food to eat, walking in nature. What in your life brings you a sense of goodness, gladness, well-being, or simple okayness? What makes you feel calm? Where do you go that brings you a feeling of peace? What brings you contentment? Who do you love and who loves you? Don't force anything or get too lost in thinking about it. Keep it really simple. Drinking a cup of tea, staring out the window, watching the sunrise or sunset, loved ones, friends. What brings you to practice Yoga Nidra today? Do you want rest, healing, ease, insight? Do you need to stay awake or let yourself doze? Take a moment to reflect on what you most need from your practice today. See, feel, sense yourself having already arrived at this experience you desire. Now take a moment and say to yourself in the inner voice, using positive language and the present tense. For example, I am rested in my deepest nature of peace. I am calm. I am clear. My most rested self is healed and whole. Or you can choose your own intention. Now feel this in your body. How does this intention feel for you? Does it feel harmonious? If so, stay with the feeling for a few moments. If not, take some moments to adjust your intention until it feels nourishing, loving, and wholesome. Settle your attention into the body once more. Notice again that feeling of aliveness, of being alive. Very ordinary, very natural. Make a quiet, gentle agreement with yourself now to staying with this felt sense of the body for the next few minutes. Now notice sensation inside the mouth. Feel the tongue. How the tongue connects to the floor of the mouth. Feel the jaw. Does it feel tight, relaxed? No need to judge or fix your experience, simply meeting what's here. Drop back into feeling the whole mouth now. The inside of the cheeks, the roof of the mouth, the space inside the mouth, feeling back and up in the sinuses and nose. And now follow the sensation back and down into the throat. Feel into the front, back, and sides of the throat. Feel the ears, both inside and outside. And once again, the throat. Feel deeply into the ears, nose, and throat at the same time. Notice the felt sense of the eyes. Linger here for a few moments. Eyelids, eyebrows, temples, cheekbones, bridge of the nose, then follow the feeling of the eyes back inside the head. Rest your attention here at the center of the head for a few moments. What do you notice? How does it feel? Now feel the whole outside of the head. Face, sides, back, top of the head, rest your attention at the crown of the head. What do you experience here? Then feel all of this together. Inside, outside, the different sense organs. Move attention down into your shoulders. Upper arms, forearms, hands. Take some time here to tend to the sensation of the hands. Notice the backs of the hands, palms, fingers, the space or contact between each finger. the hands resting into the surface below. The feeling of air touching the skin of the hands. The hands touching back. Do the hands feel solid or moving, still or pulsing, heavy, light? Stay with whatever you are experiencing for a few moments. Notice the places where the hands end and the space that surrounds them begins. Does it feel different? Can you find a beginning or end here? Move your attention back up the arms. Through the shoulders. Into the chest. Feel the front of the chest. Sides. Back. Inside. Feel the life force breathing the chest. Move attention down into the belly. Feel the front, sides, back, inside, down into the pelvis, front, sides, back, pelvic floor. Sense down into the legs, thighs, lower legs, feet, now return to the feeling of the whole body, alive, tingling, vibrant with sensation. Feel the breath moving through the body. Different flows and currents of sensation. On the next inhalation, trace your attention up through the front of the body. Exhaling, move attention over the back of the body. As you breathe in, bring attention back up the back of the body. And breathing out, back down the front of the body. Continue moving your attention back and forth up and down the front and back of the body at your own pace. Now, at the top of your inhalation, take attention to the left side of the body, and breathing out and breathing in, feel this left side. Then at the top of the breath, move attention to the right side of the body, and breathing out and in, feel the right side. Continue moving your attention from side to side with each round of breath. Notice how the eyes might want to move at the same time. Perhaps try to keep the attention within the center, soft and easy, as you keep feeling each side of the body with your breath. As you finish your last round, pause, just rest your attention in the body and the space that surrounds you. Just rest and be. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no state to achieve. Bring your attention back to your breathing, the feeling of your body touching the surfaces below. And the surfaces touching back. Noticing the different sounds around you, or the quietness that surrounds you. And remembering your intention that you affirmed at the beginning of the practice. And softly saying it to yourself a few times in the present tense. And noticing how it feels in the body. And then slowly begin to move your toes, fingers, hands, and feet. As the body begins to wake back up, this unchanging quality of spacious openness, of abiding as being, living on. It might feel right now to open and close the eyes a few times. And then open the eyes once more, beginning to fully surface from your experience of Yoga Nidra today, moving toward an eyes open, wide awake state. Perhaps take a moment now as you sit up to thank yourself for taking this time to nourish yourself in a deep way. And thank you for joining me for this practice of Yoga Nidra. Namaste.